What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade. Basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the New York Knicks signing Michael Kidd-Gilchrist to a contract, and I think it's terrible, like all the decisions that they have made this entire offseason, because Michael Kidd-Gilchrist does not add nothing to this team because he cannot score and he cannot shoot. And that's what they're missing on this team. They don't need more people that can't score or shoot, but instead they continue to get these people under contract this whole offseason. If I'm a Knicks fan, I should be miserable, as this team has not got significantly better, and it was already one of the worst teams in the NBA the last couple years. And if they players don't show a sign of improvement, they're going to be probably the worst team in the league this year. Tom Thibodeau is going to be very frustrated unless they make a move, because honestly and truthfully, this is ridiculous. Like, the Knicks have been atrocious. They have no identity. They have really no sensible talent that they have acquired this free agency. And it just make you wonder, what was the whole point of coming into free agency? If you was going to make moves like this and the other ones, it was really no point of even, going into the free agency. They could have just took their roster, lost a couple people, and just went into the next season. Because none of their moves make any sense. None of their moves actually help them, and none of their moves actually fit what they're trying to do. Because they can't really do anything because they don't really have players that can do actual scoring or actual skills, because they all raw and they all don't have really no multiple dynamical skills. So when I look at the Knicks, this is just a trash fire. I'm just going to be honest with my fans like I always do. I'd rather not sign Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and sign him, especially on this particular team. They do got some guys that have a lot of potential. I give them credit on that. But looking at these roster the last 2 years, if Tom Thibodeau don't bring in a new system or some new schemes, this team is going to be a dumpster fire. Honestly and truthfully, this is probably the worst team in the NBA on paper, and probably the worst team chemistry wise, because majority of their guys can't do anything. So I'm disappointed in just, seeing how the Knicks fan had hope. They continue to bring up this cap space of, we have enough money to sign two max players, and they keep selling that dream that we're rebuilding, we're taking our time, we're not skipping steps, and they not getting anybody. Nobody's getting traded there. Nobody's just signing there still. And it make you wonder, what is the point of the Knicks? Honestly, like, what is the point of them having an organization? What is the point of them even having a general manager if he was going to do all this, and which equals to me nothing? They didn't do anything that made any sense this offseason. And the best thing they could have did was trying to trade for Westbrook, because he's a guy that you have enough pieces and cap space to take in. And now that he's most likely going to stay with the Rockets, I'd rather play with the Rockets than play with the Knicks. But that was really the only hope, because anybody that gets traded to the Knicks and you see what they continue to do, you better off not even going there. Like, the only reason why you with the Knicks is because you got drafted there. And even the people they have drafted don't look that good either the last 3 to 4 years. The best thing they had was probably Porzingis, and he wanted out. And he was actually an all-star for the Knicks. So when you listen to that and you look at the drafts and you look at what they've been doing and you look how bad they've been, and you look at it like they really don't have no hope to sell to their fans, besides, we have a lot of money. We have a lot of money, but that hasn't really got them nowhere either. So, in my personal opinion, if I'm a Knicks fan, don't care about Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He was terrible. Can't shoot a three, can't shoot a mid-range, can't shoot a free throw. Defense has declined after the injuries, and he's not as motivated. And he really ain't going to have a reason to be motivated because he plays for the Knicks. The only thing that should keep him happy is that he's in the league. And he probably can put up some empty numbers potentially, but he really don't do that either. So I don't really see the purpose of signing Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, honestly. And they already got guys that are perimeter defenders, but they can't score either. And I don't really see the point of getting another one, especially the fact that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has been bad his entire career and hasn't really developed like the players they already have on their roster. And honestly and truthfully, that's the reason why they're a dumpster fire. So if anybody want to go to the Knicks, they'll be a hero because everybody shouldn't want to be with the Knicks. And that's what I learned with this signing. And that's what I learned in free agency this year in the last couple years. So the best thing I can tell the Knicks fan is maybe you get the number one pick because y'all going to be terrible. Y'all going to be bad. And maybe getting the number one pick, which is harder to do because of the draft lottery odds and how they have manipulated the system to make it tougher for teams that suck to get the number one pick, makes it even more hopeless for the Knicks because you want to get a top three in this up and coming draft. And they're going to suck if they don't get nobody else. So they have a chance. But with the new draft bylaws, it's not even easy to do that. But even then, if they even get a top lottery pick in the top 1, 2, or 3, it kind of wonder, would the person want to stay there and would they even become better? Because with no floor spacing, no scoring, no real point guard that can do anything because they're not really a threat, and a bunch of young guys that's coming up on their rookie extension, but they haven't really proved or done anything in the league either, it kind of make you wonder, what is they doing? Like, I can't even break it down to make y'all have hope because the Knicks are just that Teddy Blay. They just suck. And I really see no signs of that changing unless somebody is brave enough to say, I want to go to the Knicks and put up numbers. I'm not going to win the title. I'm not going to win anything significant besides individual stats, and that's fine. But even then, can you get this team to the playoffs with the talent that they have? And if you do get there, you have a chance to get another star there because they still do have the cap space to do that. But the biggest problem for the Knicks the last couple of years is actually getting a star, and they haven't been able to do that in a draft or in free agency or by a trade. So, Knicks fans, don't be excited about Kidd-Gilchrist. Don't be excited about Alfred Payton signing. Don't be excited about the Knicks at all. We thought Tom Thibodeau and the front office change was going to get everybody excited. They was going to have an identity. They was going to go in a direction, and it just doesn't seem like that right now. But, the Knicks been bad for so many years and so many decades that I think the Knicks fans just should be, this is normal for the Knicks, which is unfortunate for their fan base, but it's true. But that's all I got to say. Not excited about this signing. Don't really know why they did it. Didn't really need it. It doesn't solve any of their problems. And at the end of the day, really doesn't make much sense to me. And it just shows you that the Knicks are still in one of the worst situations, probably in NBA history. But we'll see what they do this season. I expect them to be bad unless they make a big move. And even then, will they even be a playoff team if they do it? Other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that checks out my Facebook and likes. I appreciate it. Also, you can buy exclusive merchandise on my Facebook page. A hat like this, you can pick the logo that you want. You can also make shirts. Change the color of the logo. Change the color of the shirt. And at the end of the day, you can customize it the way you want it to be. Let me know. Message me. I can get it shipped out to you. Also, you can purchase exclusive merchandise that's only available on my spread shirt. My spread shirt will also be in the description and in the comment section below. You can support the channel further by doing that. Also, if you don't want to buy any merchandise, that's fine. You can support the channel by liking and sharing. Liking and sharing allows this video to reach more people. The more people reach, the better for me. And it's free for you. It just takes time. And I appreciate the people that continue to do that. Not only that, if you're new to the channel, I offer a video every single day, 7 days a week, about breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, summer league coverage, summer league breakdowns, draft coverage, free agency, top 10 lists, season previews, and playoff predictions, and discussions of the hottest topics and other things. Not only that, leave a comment. If you disagree with anything I say, I read every comment and I see and I feel what you guys be saying sometimes, and I read it regardless if it's good or bad. Not only that, Knicks fans, keep your head up as it looks bleak for y'all again. And I really don't even see the point in them going into free agency because they didn't really do anything. Unfortunately for y'all, I'm gone.